All right, everybody. So our Gators had an epic weekend. Opened an amazing new facility for these Gators. That's going to help us crush it in recruiting. It's got all the bells and whistles. The one of the best weight rooms in the country. I mean, cryotherapy. A rehab facility, nutrition bar, a simulated game room where they can line up against the opponent. I mean, the new Hefner facility is absolutely beautiful. I think it's the best in the country. Outdoor, indoor pools, steam rooms, sauna, reclining lockers with, hands-free, or the chargers where you can just set your phone down. Doesn't even have to be plugged up. I mean, just gorgeous. Y'all saw the video I put up. I mean, that's going to help us. I think it already has helped us in recruiting because they've been able to tour that facility several times now. And I believe that some of these most recent commits with the trio, the three defensive linemen back to back to back over the weekend, we're really filling the needs on this roster, filling the holes. You had Will Norman, big time 4-star IMG guy. That's two IMG guys now. We haven't done that in over a decade, landing two people from IMG. So that's historically great for Billy Napier to establish something like that. All these kids are inside our footprint within 500 miles of Gainesville. I think it's 17 of these kids are from Florida. We only have 3 commits outside the state of Florida. You also had, like I said, Will Norman, big time, 6'5", 290 monster, 4-star defensive lineman. Then you had Cameron James, another 4-star defensive lineman, over 6'5", 280, 270, big guy. They dropped his ranking, which was a total slap in the face. ESPN did this crap, unranked him in Rivals. They're a complete joke. They should not be factored into the industry rankings whatsoever at this point. It's absolute garbage. I really think it should just be On 3 and 247 that factor in the recruiting rankings. They're the real recruiting services out there that actually focus and put the time to do these evaluations in. ESPN just wants to have their hand in everything, and they have no idea what kids' talents or capabilities are, and they're just a joke. They just need to stick to broadcasting games, and that's it. That's literally all they're halfway good at. I wouldn't even give them that much credit, but I will say the SEC network is really nice. I do like that channel as far as broadcasting the games for our teams when they're not on prime time. But anyway, so we get another defensive lineman, a big body. Kid's a stud, another blue chipper. This class is over 80-something% blue chip ratio. Top 10 in the country. We're right there at number 10. I'm sold. I love it. I'm not even worried about where it's going to go from here because it's only going to go up. We're not going to get in the top 5, in my opinion. I think we'll probably end up somewhere between 6th and 8th in the country. 8th seems a little low to me. I really think we're going to hit 6th or 7th in the country, which I actually would be happy with that bump class. Because I think we'll only build on that. Like I said, with NIL, there's a lot of things we're figuring out from here. Now, if we land Kermani and maybe another 5-star, one of these edge guys, like I said, Rusal or Pimba, which a lot of people don't realize we are in the running for all these guys. The more guys that commit to Florida, the more momentum we get, the more a chance we got to change someone's mind or flip somebody. So there is potential there to get into the top 5 with multiple 5-stars. 5-stars are weighted heavier in the average, which I don't like. Personally, I would take our class all day over Miami's or a couple of the teams in front of us. It's better quality. We have more 4-stars than almost half the people that are in front of us. Our average is right there with 3 of the teams that are in front of us. It's basically even as far as average grade per commit. So you got Will Norman, Cameron James, and the big one that I called weeks ago that I said we were going to get was Kelby Collins. He was the one I'm most excited about, highest ranked of the 3. Kid's over 6'5", monster athlete, just a freak off top 100, off the edge. I mean, inside, outside, he can do it all. This is how you win championships. You recruit elite defensive linemen, and offensive linemen. Now, so the class as a whole is really good. We're really happy with where it's at. Where it goes from here, where we need to focus is going to be linebacker in the 23 class and offensive line. We did get a committed linebacker. He's a project. Um, 4-star kid, like to pick up, solid get. But again, linebackers definitely lacking. Now we got an elite guy in the 24 class committed, Miles Graham at linebacker, which is a huge win for Bateman to save face a little bit. But we still got to pick up our linebacker recruiting. It's got to get a little better. Super happy about that kid. But again, he's not on campus for a while. So this year we have an immediate need. Offensive line is a major recruiting worry for me. Darnell Stapleton and I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, 2 offensive line coaches are really not really pulling their weight on the recruiting trail. But I do believe that from here on out, with the momentum we've got, I think we're going to flip 1 or 2 kids, possibly land a couple more. Here soon, I think we'll get some momentum with somebody. But I do like us to take at least 2 more O linemen in this class. And this class is going to be over 25 players because we've got DeQuavia Sori out there that could commit any day. Dejon could commit, the cornerback, and Kermani. So that's 23. And then we're going to need a couple more offensive line, another linebacker. So again, it's going to be over 25 commits in the class, which could push us in the top 5 just on numbers alone. But yeah, if we don't hit on those kids, again, we've got to get a couple offensive linemen in the class, period. I don't think transfer is not going to cut it. You've got to get some high school guys. But I do think if we don't address those needs, that's obviously going to be a focus in the transfer portal going forward. So just look for that after the season. That's who we're going to be targeting very, very heavy if we don't get those guys out of high school. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I love the haul over the weekend. We're squarely, firmly in that top 10. Don't see anybody pushing us out with the quality that we have. A lot of our kids are only going to rise up the rankings, which is also going to push our average up. Hope you guys have a good day. Just a small update on recruiting, kind of a recap. Like I said, where our needs are at and everything. But y'all have a good one. Thanks.